Annie span and left the stage. Today had been too much. She threw the tape into her bag as she ran home. Her mum was surprised as she came in the door. "Back already?" "Yeah," said Annie. "Do you want to talk about your first day?" "Nope." Annie was straight upstairs to her room. She wanted to forget her day at school as fast as possible. She lay on her bed with headphones blasting and started scrolling aimlessly through Instagram. A notification. Her Bible app with a verse, Psalm 86, verse 11. She swiped it away and kept scrolling. Another notification. Flossie had followed her. She immediately followed back and started scrolling through Flossie's feed. Photo after photo had hundreds of likes. Annie double-tapped each one. She checked back on her own sorry gallery. She sighed, wishing some small fraction of those likes could come her way. A message came in from Flossie. "Hey, where's that tape?" Then immediately another notification, a follow from Hope. Annie felt a pang of guilt. She messaged her right away. "Hey Hope, sorry to abandon you. I went home, still feeling pretty sick." "No problem," said Hope. "You mind if I come to Inflame tomorrow?" "Oh, sure, you can come. Just so you know, it's a Christian event, so they'll be talking about Jesus," said Annie. "Yeah, I got that. Sounds cool. I just want to see what happens with you and Boris." Annie bristled. "I'm not interested in Boris." Still, she might as well find him and give him a follow. It only made sense so they could coordinate tomorrow. Hope messaged again. "I heard you play cello." "Yeah? So do I. Bring it tomorrow. We can play together." "I'd love that," typed Annie. Walking into school the next morning with her cello, Annie stood a little taller. She rather resembled an ant carrying a leaf. "Ah, Annie," Miss Lugg said as she entered the classroom. She threw a scarf over her shoulder. "Flossie has been telling me about the epic rock, cello and percussion number that you've been working on with your dad." Annie smiled weakly. "It will be such a relief to hear a new spin on the cello. After all, we remember what happened last time." Miss Lugg looked directly at Hope as she said this. Hope's complexion blinked from a ghostly white to a deep blush. "And we're particularly looking forward to meeting your dad tomorrow afternoon, Annie, for the concert rehearsal," Miss Lugg added. "Okay, practice for the rest of the lesson." Flossie reached for Annie's wrist, but this time Annie pulled her arm away. "I'm rehearsing with Hope today." "The tape," she hissed. "Oh, here it is." Annie caught Boris's eye as she handed Flossie the CCTV tape. Flossie snatched the tape and retreated with her entourage. "Don't waste too much time," she shot over her shoulder, "with little Miss Goth Dupre." As they entered the practice room, Annie had to ask, "What was Miss Lugg talking about with the last performance?" Hope sighed as she unzipped her cello case. "It was kind of a disaster. I tried to play the Swan, but I was so nervous. My hands were shaking so bad. Just being up there alone. And everybody hates classical music. I don't hate it. I love it. Annie, look. Flossie hates classical music. So everyone hates classical music. Even the teachers. We will get bad grades if we even try something classical." Annie thought about this. "Let's play together now, even if just for the joy of playing." Hope nodded and placed her bow to the strings. She pushed the bow and the room became alive with a dark, powerful sound. Hope's cello made sounds Annie had never imagined possible. The two played together for a few minutes before Annie had to bring the piece to a stop. Hope, your playing is incredible. Yours is great too, Hope said, but they both knew it was a generous assessment. Hope was a far better player. Can I tell you the truth, Hope? Please. My dad is dead.